So let's do the hand holding the pencil, right? So hold the hand like this, right? But the drawing that I do here might not be exactly what you see here because of the way I see it and the way the camera sees it, different angle, right? So, but just to give you an idea how to approach this, let's just block in, and you can do the same thing with your hand, or you can start copying your hand, or you can copy what I do here without looking at my hand. Copy what I do here. It's really up to you. Again, we are trying to understand how to approach this, right? So I'm looking at my hand and I'm looking at this, right? And I know that this portion here is going to be attached, right, to the hand. So we could do it two ways. We could block in the whole thing in here, drawing the cone, like we did for the hand down like this, right? Drawing the cone, or we just block this in, right, and then attach this. Attach the thumb to the hand. Let's separate all the parts, right? So I'm gonna draw first the back of the hand, and I'm looking at this angle here, right? Looking at this angle, right? And try to replicate that angle, right? Again, my view is different, so the angle that you see here might not be the same angle that you see because I look at the camera, I look at my hand and not at the camera. And now I block in here the thickness, right? The thickness of the hand, right? I'm going to turn it a little bit more like that. The thickness of the hand, right? And I'm going to turn this a little bit like that, right here. So this is the back of the hand with the section, right? With this thickness in here, right? Now we can attach to this the thumb, and you see where this is, right? In relation to the whole length. This is not halfway. It's closer to the top, right? So it's not halfway, it's here, right? Like this. So now we can block in this here. Comes out. This is a plane, this is a plane. See the plane, plane, plane. See that? Light, value, value, value. So I could start blocking in this, not just as a round form, but as 1, 2, and 3, meaning 1, 2, 3. See that? Right? So we can get more and more specific as we do this, right? So now I have the thumb here. The thumb gets, this is now too long, right? I'm thinking, well, let's block in the thumb, and then we see where it gets to. So this is the thumb. And this goes out like this, right? So now, yeah, I guess it's okay, right? It's okay. Now this finger, this I need to move up a little bit more. Actually, no, this is wrong because it should be a little bit more angle. See that? Okay, so I change it. Meaning it doesn't take a long time to fix this because it just blocks, right? So, okay, that looks a little bit better, right? Looks a little bit better. But this is the thinking process that when I measure, I look at the negative space here, I measure the form, see how they relate to each other proportionally. Now I block in this, it gets up to here, right? And this goes over here like this. And this goes down past the finger. Make sense? So I block in a first structure like this, and then it's block this in, right? And then I start relating the next volume to the first volume I established. The first volume I established become my guideline, right? If I block this and I draw this, right? And now I can relate this to this, and the next one to the previous one, the next one to the previous one. They all grow together, right? In some sort of proportional harmony, right? Or structural harmony. So this is now the knuckle here, right? and I don't see more knuckles, so they are all in the back with that, right? So here now we can block in these fingers, right? This finger here. So this now probably comes from here, right? And it down from here and comes out here. This from here now is below the knuckle here, and I see it here, the fold, like that. So we can block in now the pencil, right, like that. It's funny because from here, my pencil, I see the pencil down like this, right? But from here, I see the pencil up like that. So this is now here, like that, right? Okay, so let's block in a little bit more detail now. Clean it up a little bit, right? And then now we can see if we can get superimposed over here a minimally organic rendering on the hand. Doesn't have to be super precise, but we are going to divide the drawing approach in different phases. This is the measuring phase. We're just measuring, right? So now, as this measuring works, right, it feels good, then I can start increasing the level of precision, right? And I have now this thumb here slightly squeezed here by the pencil, right? And this is the line drawing. I like to do a line drawing because the line drawing is unforgiving. The line drawing is just what it is, right? Once you understand how to do a line drawing, then it's much easier to apply that. You acquire a lot of knowledge in the proportion, except by doing first a line drawing. Once you have that, right, you can much more easily draw with charcoal, etc., because your line will be, the way you make a line will be informed, right, by understanding of the anatomy, etc. I move the hand a little bit. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna put it down. I end up moving the hand a little bit. That's fine. Got 3 fingers. So this is now have this fold here, right? This is now the base of the fingers here. And that's the knuckle. This is now this is called first interosseous muscle. It's a muscle here that creates a bump here, right? And that's the end of the hand, and that is the radius, right? So here is that other knuckle, and then the pencil. We're blocking the pencil here, right? So the pencil is the last thing I put in. I just don't care about the pencil, right? Pencil is a pencil. The hand has to be right? But I don't draw, I don't want to consider the pencil. I just want to know what it is, but I don't want to worry too much about being too precise about the pencil too soon, right? So, I mean, just quickly done, right? But then you can block in shadow mask and light mask like this, right? Darker, right? See that? 1, 2, 3. You really see the 3 value, right? 1, 2, 3. So we could start thinking in terms of tonal rendering with the dominant value, right? So these are the dominant value. Those that can really show up very visibly, right? This probably could be a little bit chubbier here, and this move down a little bit more like that, right? So, but that's basically how we would approach drawing the hand from scratch, right? So the volume, cylinder, etc. Then take off the initial blocky volumes and then superimpose the organic volumes on top of that, right?